Welcome to the 2005 Little League postseason wrap-up, The Road to Williamsport. Along with Mick Gardella, I'm Nick Macri. On today's show, we'll have highlights, analysis, and more. The 12-year-old Rutherford National Little League tournament team had high expectations, but the roster loaded with talent and depth. Anything short of a state tournament appearance would have been unacceptable. Let's begin with Rutherford and Hasbrook Heights in the District 5 tournament as they take on Woodridge. Rutherford National and Woodridge in the first of the tournament games, and leading off the top of the first, Anthony Montefiore with a leadoff double, a good start for Woodridge. After a ground out and a Nikola Testa walk here, Joe Azzolini steps up. And he hits one deep to right field, and that ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Woodridge, and they take an early 3-0 lead on Sego and Rutherford National. But Sego would settle down. He struck out 7 in the game. Sego leads off the bottom of the first inning, and he gets one of his own. 3-1. Now nice action in the top of the second inning. McCallum over to first in time, a double play. That kills the rally. Now pick up top of the third inning. Brian Gashke up with a runner on. He hits one deep to center field, gone. A 2-run home run for Gashke. Now in the fifth inning, McCallum hits one to right field, goes off the top of the fence for a home run. 8-3, Rutherford leads. And Sego gets the final out to end the game. Once again, the final score, Rutherford National 8, Woodridge 3. After defeating Lyndhurst American in the District 5 tournament, they went on to play Lyndhurst American for the title. With Tom Allen on third base, Paul Papasino hits one to left field. That scores Allen 1-0 Rutherford. Sego was strong in this game. Strikes out 2 in the first. In the heart of the Lyndhurst order. Then McCallum in the third hits one to right, gone. A solo shot, 2-0 Rutherford. But a scary moment in the game for Rutherford National. Pop-up hit to right field. Boyle and Schneider come in, they collide. But both would be fine. Now top of the sixth inning, Allen starts the inning with a double. And after reaching third on a pass ball, Paul Papasino would be up. And he dribbles one to the right side. Wynn cannot make the play for Lyndhurst American. 3-0. And the game ends on a McCallum force out to second base in time. Rutherford wins 3-0 District 5 title. So 3 impressive wins for Rutherford National in the elimination part of the District 5 tournament. A win against Woodridge 8-3 and 2 wins against Lyndhurst American 13-2 and 3-0. And now for our analysis of the games, I'm joined by Mick Gardella. Very impressive wins for Rutherford.
For the first 2 games, they really got home runs and everything when they needed them. And in the last game, they didn't have too many hits, but they had them when it counted in clutch situations, and that's how they came off with the wins. Obviously, they had great pitching performances from Allen and went 2 wins.
And those pitchers would be critical for their whole tournament run, because without pitching, you have nothing.
Yeah, the whole tournament is based on defense and pitching. And you know what? They had pitching throughout the whole tournament.
Let's move on to Rutherford National's game against Clark in Rutherford in the first game of the Section 2 finals.
We pick it up top of the 5th inning. A 2-2 game. McCallum hits one deep to right field. That ball has gone way over the fence. 4-2. Rutherford leads. Next batter, Gashke hits one into left field. Shortstop makes a nice catch, or did he? The replay proves the contrary, but Gashke's still out. Still in the 5th inning, Corker hits one deep to center field. It is gone. 5-2, Rutherford leads. Critical play in the 6th inning as the ball is hit deep to right center field by the Clark batter. Schneider plays it in to second base and gets the runner at second base. Key play. Why? Because the next batter would hit a home run. So would have scored 5-3. Sego strikes out the last batter. Rutherford wins 5-3. Rutherford against Fort Lee in the first inning. Sego turns a nice double play, second to first, end of the inning. But Allen on the mound would get roughed up. After giving up a single in the 4th, Rutherford brings in George Schneider, and after a walk, he gives up a single to left field, so Brian Gashke is brought in. He gives up a walk to score a run, but then strikes out the batter to end the inning for Fort Lee. Let's go to the 5th inning now. Chris Dunn homers to right field. And then Segro hits one gone. A long shot to left center field. Rutherford has a huge lead, and now Segro hits his second of the game to center field. Gashke would settle down. And in the bottom of the 6th, he strikes out the last batter to end the game. Rutherford wins 14-4. Livingston American, the next opponent for Rutherford National. The winner of the game wins Section 2 and goes on to Livingston for the state tournament. Both pitchers were very dominant early. Segro, the pitcher for Rutherford. Let's pick it up in the 6th inning where Cody McCallum hits one deep to left field and gone. Next batter, Tom Allen, he gets into the action. He hits one to center field for a home run. And Tyler Calker hits one down the left field line, gone. But Segro would struggle in the 6th inning as Livingston got a few hits off him. At this point, it's now an 11-3 ball game. But Cody McCallum would come in, he would shut the door. The final, Rutherford wins 11-4. They go on to Livingston, the Section 2 champions. So Rutherford wins the Section 2 tournament relatively easily. They defeat Clark by a score of 5-3. Fort Lee 14-4, and Livingston American 11-4. Mick, this was really a tournament for the offense more than anything else.
Yeah, the only blip on Robbie Segro the whole tournament was that game against Livingston American, the championship game. Really, 2 out of the 3 were very easy games. The Clark game was a good game, and if it wasn't that base running mistake, it could have been a lot more interesting. So it would have been 5-4 with the runner than the home run, and then with no one out, so it could have been completely different. But you know what? They just got bombs when they needed them, especially late in the game. They just started unloading on the pitching. I guess that might have been they saw the pitcher a little more and they were noticing him on the bench.
And one thing that you can't overlook is the fact the tournament was home, and you have to talk about what kind of advantage that is for the home team.
It is, because you don't have to travel, you know the dimensions, you know everything, you played there all your lives, and the other team has to get used to the field, the drop, especially in Rutherford, the dimensions and everything.
We'll have the state tournament highlights after this. First game of the state tournament between Rutherford and South Vineland. The leadoff hitter Chris Bell draws a walk. He then reaches second on a wild pitch and would score on a Quasi-Ives RBI single into left field. 1-0 South Vineland. Now in the 3rd inning, after a leadoff error and a bunt to second base, nice play by the right fielder Papacino to record the out, but the runner advances to 3rd. Then an RBI single by Chet Godfrey gives South Vineland a 2-0 lead. Both pitchers pitched well in the game, Godfrey and Segro. Segro just gave up 1 hit, Godfrey 2, but Godfrey struck out 10 and was able to do the job. This is the final out of the game, a ground out to second base. South Vineland wins by a score of 2-0. They go to the winner's bracket, Rutherford in the losers. Rutherford taking on Sparta. Nice backhanded play by the shortstop, but not in time. Now in the 1st inning, Segro throws home to get the runner, but not in time, and then a wild pitch will score a run for Sparta. 1-0, they take the lead. But Allen would settle down, and now in the 2nd inning, Allen hits one deep near us, but that'll go just for a single. But they score 1 run in that inning. Now in the 5th, after a run is scored, Papacino pops up to the pitcher, 3-2, Sparta leads. Last licks for Rutherford in the 6th inning. Chris Dunn the batter, and he strikes out. The ball game is over. Sparta wins. Rutherford's eliminated 3-2. So Rutherford's eliminated in the state tournament. They lose to South Vineland 3-0 and to Sparta 3-2. And these are 2 games where, with the pitching they had from Segro and Allen, and although they didn't have much offense, they did score some runs against Sparta. In any other game, they would have won these games.
Yeah, a few errors here and there, but the big story was they just couldn't get the clutch hits when they needed them. They got those in the sectional and the districts, but you know what? That's baseball, and hitting goes in the slumps. It just slumped at the wrong time for them. Allen did walk a few people, but again, he did pitch very well. Only 3 runs. Usually with this offense, you would think that's enough. Well, sometimes it's not.
And the one thing is, they were not blown out, and that makes you wonder, what if they won these games? How far could they have gone? Because they were definitely in these games and could have won.
Yeah, and if they had been all in sync and everything with all that, that would have been a good matchup for them and Tom's River. Rutherford fans, just because Rutherford National is eliminated from the state tournament doesn't mean it's over. We will now go to News 12 New Jersey's Brian DeNovellis with his coverage of this New Jersey state tournament.
It was 6 years ago when Toms River East ruled Little League Baseball in New Jersey when they won their 3rd state championship in 5 years. Tonight, Toms River American was looking to make history for itself. And the All-Stars got it going in the top of the 1st against South Vineland. Brian Gilbert ropes one to left. Kyle Perry scores. It's 2-0 Toms River. Now we jump ahead to the fourth. Alex Wheeler, ground ball, goes all the way to the fence. Toms River took a 10-0 lead into the bottom of the fourth. They were 3 outs away from a mercy rule. And pitcher Sean Wozniak was 1 strike away from a 4-inning no-hitter. And there it is. Toms River American wins the 2005 New Jersey Little League Championship 10-0 over South Vineland. Sean, did you know you had the no-hitter there, and did you expect to throw this well in a state final?
Yeah, because...
And Coach, did you expect that Gatorade bat there?
No, I didn't.
It felt great, and we just hit the ball good. Did good defense, pitching was great, and we just did awesome.
No doubt pitching was the difference for Toms River in this tournament. In 5 games, they allowed just 10 hits. Reporting from Livingston, Brian DiNovellis, News 12 New Jersey Sports.
Now we're going to send it over to our man of mystery, Matt Small, with more updates on Toms River's run in Bristol.
Thanks, Mickey.
Toms River looked to make noise in the Mid-Atlantic region up in Bristol after winning the New Jersey State Tournament. The first game came against the New York State champion. After both scoring a run in the first inning, New York came alive in the bottom of the fourth, scoring 3 runs, going up 4-1. Toms River answered by scoring 8 runs in the top of the frame and going on to win 10-6. Alex Wheeler went 3 for 4 with a big 2-run home run in that 8-run inning. In the second game, Toms River faced off against the Pennsylvania champ, Council Rock Newtown. Newtown was riding a 27-game winning streak when they faced off against Toms River. That didn't slow Toms River down after scoring 2 runs in the first 2 innings. Heading into the 6th inning, Toms River was up 3-0. After 2 leadoff singles off of Wozniak, a line drive back to Wozniak, he checked the runner trying to get him at third, but Gilbert wasn't there fast enough, leading to bases loaded and eventual double that would score 2 runs and eventually 4 runs in the inning total, making it a 4-3 victory for Council Rock. In the third game against Maryland, Toms River put a whomping on Maryland 10-1. After the game was scoreless through 3 innings, Toms River had an outburst of 4 runs in the fourth. Kyle Perry pitched the first 3 innings, and Gilbert closed it out in the last 3. In the fourth game against Delaware, it was a tough game, but Toms River lost 4-2. It wasn't an important loss considering they already qualified for the playoff portion of the regional. Heading into the single elimination part of the regional tournament, Toms River played against Maryland, who they beat 10-1 earlier. This time, Toms River did better. They won 16-0. However, the game went 6 innings because Toms River put up 7 runs in the 6th. Wozniak went the first 5, only giving up 2 hits and having 9 strikeouts, and Brian Gilbert closed it out in the 6th inning. And then for the regional championship game against Council Rock Newtown. Most of you saw this game on ESPN. Now let's go to the highlights.
Coach's son Eric DiMartino and starting pitcher Kyle Perry looks to lead Toms River to the regional championship. Leading off the first inning is Kyle Perry. He hits a line drive shot over the fence for a home run. Toms River takes an early 1-0 lead over Pennsylvania. Next batter, Petrosino hits a line drive past the second baseman and goes all the way to the fence. He's in there with an easy stand-up double. After a ground ball to second, with a runner on third, Wheeler gets up and hits a slow chopper back to short. He is safe at first base. Toms River gets out to an early 2-0 lead. Later in the inning with the bases loaded, Sean Wozniak strikes out to end the inning. Pennsylvania misses out on further trouble. Batting second in the second inning, Perry goes deep again for his second home run of the game, giving New Jersey 3 runs. Just for the record, the Donkey is not yet a good luck charm, for it was won the Saturday before the game. Kyle Perry also did it on the mound, striking out 5 over 5 innings. In the 4th inning, Pennsylvania started to get to Perry. We skip along. Here's a ground ball to first. Oh, he gets the out, but a run does score. Next batter, loop shot to DiMartino. DiMartino can't make the play. Another run will score, making the score 3-2. In the 5th inning, after a DiMartino leadoff single, a shot down the left field line. DiMartino tries for third, but is gunned out. After a ground out and a walk, it's second and third with one out. And there's a pass ball. Petrosino is coming home, and he is out at home. Upon further review by umpires, he would have been called out if the coach argued. Skip ahead to the bottom of the fifth. Ground ball at first base. Wozniak can't beat him the first. After a strikeout and a walk, the bases are now loaded, and a line drive to right field. That was plate 1 run, and 2 runs will score. Throw is cut off, but PA already did its damage. In the 6th inning, last chance for Toms River. Wozniak hits a hard shot to the shortstop, over to first. Scooped. Game over. Pennsylvania wins. They are the Mid-Atlantic champs over Toms River, and they will go to Williamsport.
It was a tough loss for Toms River, but Council Rock never gives up, and they're riding on a 30-game winning streak heading into Williamsport. They will play the Hawaiian team, who won the Northwest region, on August 19th on ESPN2. Toms River isn't the only team making news in New Jersey. On August 12th, the Kannapolis Intimidators came in to play the Lakewood Blue Claws, Class A minor league baseball. Jack Aper, who was drafted last year by the Chicago White Sox in first-year Major League entry draft, pitched against Lakewood. Now let's check out the highlights.
The Blue Claws were not intimidated by the first-place record, even though the Intimidators got off to an early 4-0 lead. Lakewood would chip away, and Egbert lasted 5 innings, only giving up 2 runs and having 5 strikeouts. In the 8th inning, Lakewood did come back and win the game.
It was a very good game pitched for Egbert, but it was a tough loss as Lakewood came back in the 8th inning to win. Congratulations to the 13-year-old Babe Ruth All-Star team, who also went on to finish 2nd in the state after losing their first game in state tournament play. Now I'll send it back over to Nick and Mickey, who have the top 10 plays of the year.
Here are top 10 plays of Rutherford National's tournament run. At number 10, our double plays. This is against Woodridge. Cody turning it unassisted 6-6-3 to Brian Gashgate first. Second double play. This is versus Fort Lee. Segro. Very nice.
Number 9, Chris Dunn getting into the action. His first ever Little League home run. Rutherford beats Fort Lee.
Number 8, Cody's home run. You can put it on the board. Yes, this is in the District 5 championship game. Make it 2-0.
Number 7, state tournament grounder to Segro. He makes a nice play at home, gets you out.
Number 6, our controversial catcher, Humpback Liner. Did he catch it? Ruled the catch? It wasn't.
Number 5, Segro hits 2 home runs versus Fort Lee. One almost into kid spot. Another one deep to center field. He finished just short of the cycle.
Number 4 is against Leonard Skin in the district championship game. Boyle and Schneider. A collision. Boyle ends up making the catch. Schneider almost hurt. Everyone went over.
Number 3 in honor of 3 home runs by Rutherford. McCallum, Allen, and Segro all go deep against Livingston American to win the Section 2 final.
Number 2 is to end the championship games. Is against Lyndhurst to grand out 6-4 force out. Rutherford wins the district. Then in Section 2, against Livingston, strike 3 called on a high fastball.
And what can be better than that? Number 1.
What's me?
Right, it was a prime time game. Isn't the air too deep right? Schneider will have to play it off the wall. And they're going for it second. Here's the throw. Oh, he's dead. They don't know Schneider's arm. They did.
Those are your top 10 plays of the tournament. And now for RSN's awards of the tournament. Mickey?
Thank you, Nick. Okay, our awards. Our Wise Snacks player of the tournament. Our Wise choice, Robbie Segro. He went 4-1 on the mound, 31 strikeouts, 1.29 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, 4 complete games, and offensively he hit .370, a .778 slugging average, 3 home runs, and 5 RBIs as the leadoff hitter. Our red-hot connector of the tournament, our offensive player, was Tom Allen, who hit .571, had a slugging average of 1.095, 12 hits, 3 homers, and 8 RBIs. He had a few hits in the state games as well and pitched a few games as well for Rutherford National. Our key stat of the tournament is Rutherford National, which this led to their downfall. Rutherford National left the bases loaded 6 times throughout the whole tournament, the district, sectionals, and states. That's our key stat indeed.
are they going to worship this guy?
Hey! We got Cy Young winners over here! Come on, Alice! Step into it!
Feel bigger?
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Hey, have you guys seen Mark?
We'll now have our best segment of the night, our rule segment with Nick.
Thanks, Mickey. Well, one of our favorite rules is 509F. Check that out if you want to see what that rule is. But the rule of interest this year is Rule 3.03. That has to do with substitutions that are specifically intended for the Little League game. Now, during the regular season, all you have to do is get 2 innings in the field and 1 at-bat, and your team is fine. You don't have to forfeit. Everyone has to play that amount of innings and get that at-bat. But in tournament play, you're only required 1 inning in the field and 1 at-bat. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You don't have to meet the requirements to come out of the game. So if you haven't gotten your 1 at-bat and they would want to put a pinch hitter in for you, they're allowed to, as long as you get that hit later in the game. Also, people who are substitutes may re-enter the game, which you cannot do in regular season play. So if you come in, let's say in the 3rd inning, and are taken out in the 5th, you can come back in, let's say in the 6th, 7th, or 24th inning if your team needs it. And the last thing is, you must come in the batting order in the spot you were in. So let's say you're in the 8th spot and they take you out. Unlike regular season Little League play, you must go back into the 8th spot. Well, that's all for the umpiring segment and rule of interest. We'll be back with more after this.
You're looking there.
You're looking at Kurt below.
Oh, it's me?
Tim Lara. Here's Tim Lara on the news hour. Watch it every night.
Wow, watching on PBS.
Okay, you ready?
Hey, it's
Down.
That doesn't distort as much as your
Look down. Mickey, look down.
Oh my God! Look at me.
No, you have to look down. Is that our
Moment is here for the awards.
Look, there's no sound, right? 13-2, Rutherford National defeats Lyndhurst American. Welcome to the District 5. No, this is after Lyndhurst. We already showed the Woodward title. Then they beat Lyndhurst, now they're in the championship. The tournament
It's going into the trash.
Mickey, it's...
Here are top 10 playing.
No, no, you're not saying here are the top 10 plays.
At number 10, our double play.
Tournament of...
Nick!
Oh my God, Nick!
Alright, Vic, get over here.
With it.
Ready? Alright, ready? The 12-year-old Rutherford National Little League... Rutherford National League Tournament. Mickey, 7 minutes of footage means about 4 hours. And then another 8 hours of editing. You done?
Nah, try it again.
Unaki, dominating performance by a 8-6 win.
So it was 8-3, but especially after the
Offensive onslaught. Yeah, I was looking, I couldn't come up with a word. Good evening and welcome to RSN's coverage of the Rutherford Ready? Your top 10 plays of the tournament.
Who hit it?
It was Lee, and they beat Livingston American 14-4. No, they didn't.
the election.
Yes.
No match ball behind me.
Should shoot tournament relatively easily. That small stop.
I just come in.
Alright. Team expectations. With the
roster loaded with talent and depth.
Nick, what are they teaching you at the school? Birdie goes boom! Burn, baby, burn!
For our cameraman Matt Small and Mick Gardella, I'm Nick Macri, wishing you a happy winter.
Road to Williamsport Wrap-Up Show is presented by Nike, Wise Snacks, and PI Insurance. Visit us on the web at rsnet.holosite.com.
Well, that'll do it for the 2005 Little League wrap-up. Certainly an interesting year as Rutherford National made it to the state tournament. A lot of fun, Mick.
Yes, very fun.
And we'll be back next year, right?
Yep.
Back together. Well, as we leave you here, Matt Small, Mick Gardella, and Nick Macri, thank you for watching, and we'll leave you with a montage of this season's tournament.
I'm sitting at the wheel. I got a green light. I'm not afraid of nothing, 'cause heart and soul I'm built for life. So let the engines roll, push the pedal down.